Dreams are not always random. They can be deeply spiritual experiences. When you close your eyes and drift into that mysterious world of sleep, what seems like imagination might actually be a conversation between your spirit and the divine. Too often, we dismiss dreams as leftovers of the day or figments of the subconscious mind. But there are moments, sacred moments, when something greater breaks through the veil of sleep. Moments when a person you love, someone who has passed on, visits you in a dream, not just to appear, but to comfort, to warn, or to remind you of something eternal. These encounters are not hallucinations. They are not mere memories. They are spiritual messages sent from beyond the veil of this world. And when those moments come, don't brush them off. Pay attention, because not every dream is just a dream. Some are divine whispers trying to reach a soul that's finally quiet enough to listen. When you see someone in a dream who has passed away, it doesn't always mean something bad or frightening. In fact, many times it means the opposite. It's a sign of peace, a message from heaven, a reminder that love doesn't end with death. Sometimes that dream shows up when you're battling with anxiety or when your heart is carrying a burden you haven't spoken out loud. You might not even realize how much you needed to see their face, to hear their voice, to feel their presence again, until that dream touches your spirit like a gentle breeze in the middle of a storm. These visitations are like spiritual hugs, God's way of letting you know that the people you loved and lost are not gone. They are just no longer visible to the naked eye. Their energy, their love, their legacy, it lives on, and sometimes it reaches out to you in the stillness of the night. These dreams often arrive during seasons of deep transition or emotional vulnerability. You may be on the verge of a major life decision. You may be grieving silently, aching in ways you can't put into words, and suddenly, there they are, someone you've lost, smiling, speaking, holding your hand in a dream. It's not random, it's not meaningless, it's divine timing, because your soul knows when it's struggling, even if your mind pretends to be strong. And the spiritual realm responds to that struggle. These dreams come to stabilize your emotions, to anchor you in love, and to reassure you that what you feel is real and that you're not alone. The appearance of a loved one in a dream is often timed, perfectly sent when your soul is starving for hope or direction. When that person shows up in your dreams, it's not only about nostalgia or memory, it's about a message that you are being watched over. That even though you walk through life with questions and uncertainty, there is a presence surrounding you, guiding you. It may not be the same physical presence you once held close, but it is a spiritual one, a connection that transcends time and death. Their appearance is a reminder that heaven is not far, that the ones who meant something to you in life still hold space for you in eternity, that your journey matters and they haven't forgotten you. That presence is a message. God is using the memory and energy of someone you trusted to reach you in a way that penetrates the noise of this world. And maybe, just maybe, God allows this for a reason. Sometimes the living won't listen to advice, but in the quiet of a dream, when the defenses are down and your heart is open, you hear clearly. That dream might not just be comfort, it might be instruction, it might be warning, it might be encouragement. And because it comes from someone you love and trust, you take it seriously. God knows how to speak to us in ways we understand. For some, it's through Scripture. For others, it's through a sermon or a sign. But for many, it's through dreams. And when a dream is too vivid to forget, too emotional to explain, too powerful to shake off, don't ignore it. Pray about it. Reflect on it. Ask what the message is behind it. Sometimes these dreams serve as wake-up calls. They remind us to stop wasting time, to stop playing small, to stop waiting for the perfect moment to live fully. That loved one who shows up might not say a word, but their presence speaks volumes. It says, don't give up. It says, you still have time. It says, keep going. That person may appear when you're about to settle for less, when you're tempted to quit, when you're drowning in doubt, and they show up as a divine interruption. Their appearance is not just coincidence, it's calling. A calling back to purpose. A calling back to alignment. A calling back to yourself. There is a part of your spirit that is eternal, just like theirs. That's why the connection doesn't die when the body does. Love doesn't vanish. It evolves. It deepens. And dreams become the language of that eternal connection. You are not imagining things. You are experiencing a spiritual truth, one that this world may not always understand, but your heart does. So when you dream of someone who has passed away, embrace it. Let it comfort you. Let it inspire you. Let it remind you that though they are gone from sight, they are never gone from soul. The spiritual realm is real, and while we live in a physical world that often tries to numb us, distract us, and disconnect us from that truth, dreams are one of the ways heaven keeps speaking, especially when grief makes it hard to pray, especially when pain makes it hard to trust, especially when the world grows cold and confusing. Dreams become divine visits, healing balm for a weary soul. So when you see your grandmother, your father, your sister, your friend in a dream, thank God, because he's allowing you a moment of supernatural reassurance, a moment where the spiritual breaks into the natural, a moment where heaven whispers, you are not forgotten. That dream could also be an invitation to remember your values, your roots, your faith. Maybe that person represents a part of you that you've buried or a dream you gave up on too soon. Maybe they show up to remind you of who you really are, of what matters most. In a world that's always pushing us to move faster, chase more, and feel less, the presence of a loved one in a dream slows us down just enough to feel again, to reflect, to heal. It stirs something deep inside, the kind of feeling that makes you pause and say, there's more to this life than what I can see. Don't dismiss those dreams. Cherish them. Write them down. Pray over them. Because sometimes the only way God can get your attention is in your sleep. When your phone is off, the world is quiet, and your soul is still. And that's when the divine speaks. And who better to send than someone you love and trust? Someone whose voice still echoes in your memory, whose wisdom still lingers in your decisions, whose love still lives in your chest. When they appear in a dream, it's not to haunt you, it's to heal you, it's to hold you, it's to help you move forward with hope. Even though waking up from that dream may leave you in tears, those tears are sacred. They're not tears of despair, they're tears of connection, of love that surpasses death, of a bond that no grave can break. That dream is proof that your heart is still soft, still alive, still capable of being touched. In a hardened world, that is a gift. A spiritual dream reconnects you to what's eternal, so that it doesn't chain you to the past, It empowers you to live the present with deeper purpose and walk into the future with faith. So keep your heart open. Don't just see dreams as stories, see them as signals. When someone who has passed away shows up in your dream, take it as a reminder. You are seen. You are loved. You are guided. You are not walking this road alone. And when the journey gets hard, when grief feels heavy, when the pain of their absence returns, remember the dream. Remember their face. Remember the peace, and let it carry you. Because some dreams are more than sleep. They're spiritual encounters. And in those moments, heaven touches earth, if only for a night, to remind you of what's waiting beyond the struggle. Love never dies. And when love visits you in a dream, it's not your imagination, it's your soul remembering the truth. They may be gone from this world, but they are not gone from you.